Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Cities Skylines 2 with me, Dr. Munchkin. So, last time, if you've been following along, we expanded out. We built this harbor over here, and we got some external trade going on there, because that is a cargo harbor. We also apparently have a rocket that's going up. Nice. And then we kind of went over here and we built all of this. Now this is just a bit more expansion. It's working on filling in. We still have crazy demand for all of that. Ooh, more happiness. Crazy demand for everything going on. But we are still having issues as well. So we have these guys. Slight problematic. And we're getting to the point now, like we have such a high level, right? We could expand, or we could try to expand, but they're not going to fill in as readily as we would like. That's what this is, right? So you can see here, this is zoned. See, it's all zoned, right? And the commercial fills in nigh instantly. So if I did something like this, right, you can see it fills in like, hey, we're ready to go. But the rest of the stuff doesn't, which is my problem. So what are we even getting? We're getting low residential, which is, see, now this is like going down amazingly well. But nothing else is really skyrocketing. Now there is a new update in work, let's say, that's supposed to overhaul the economy. I'm hoping that overhaul of the economy fixes our demand issue and gets everything working. But if I go over here to the American style homes, actually let's check. Yeah, we still need low density housing for American style homes. So we'll go ahead and do this. Boop, boop, boops. This area there is just made for extras, let's say. But yeah, they're starting to fill in, right? But it's not as fast. I mean, just look at the commercial. The commercial is just like, I'm here and I'm here to stay. At least this started to all fill in. But yes, today we need to figure out what we want to do. Now, there's ways to artificially get the levels. And those ways are to essentially place things that are very, very expensive that give you said levels. We need to put some stuff over here for maybe. Oh no, I already built all that. Past me was protecting future me. But we don't have any more things to spend. I would like to get some of these items. The Health Institute would be nice. The emergency shelters would be good too, with the warning system. And then we have tons of this stuff. Now this helps reduce the price of things like imports and increase export profits. That can help us make more money, although we're not having issues with money because there was a glitch if you were following the series much early on, and then that as well. So we need, how much more? 35,000 experience. So one way to do this is you could place tons of these. Like you can just buy universities. If you have the money, you can brute force things. And what the heck is going on here? Why is garbage piling up? That's not good. Maybe we actually have something to take care of. You know what? We'll just go and put a recycling center here. That is what? Low pollution. And we'll go ahead and upgrade you because that got me. Hold on, recycling center's $2,000. What do these even do? Hazardous waste, process at higher speed, more garbage to be collected. So that should, yeah, vehicles in use, collecting, that should go away because you should support that. But how much was this building? It is 2,000. Jeez. So yeah, we could just plop a bunch of those. But see, like, that's also 2,000. That's only 150. Okay, I was like, where is my stuff? Fire station is 3,000. Those are crazy. How about the helicopters? 2,000 as well. Do I have helicopters up and running somewhere? Yes, there's helicopters there. Need to make sure we get our aerial support. Wait, I find that like, oh, we even have more choppers there. And see, they're dispatched. I find that when you have fires and you have the helicopters available, things kind of just do. In terms of, I'm gonna upgrade that. These guys take care of the fires rather than your actual fire stations, which is funny to me. But yeah, we got to figure out how we want to expand. We got all our resources, and these guys have garbage too. That's annoying. Maybe I build another one. Build that, because that, again, getting us a bunch of stuff there. How are we filling in over here? We have kind of stagnated. See, we built this, but nothing else is really filling in, which is the problem. Now, if I were to review said game, oh, look at that. Another rocket launch. I'm sorry. I would say the first one of this, the Cities Skylines 1, so much more fun. It was realistic, but it was also not realistic. Like, once you got to the end game, you got the wonders, and the wonders were amazing. And the other thing is, there's actually, it's in the touristy area. There's like another secret, like, set of landmarks, but if you didn't pre-order the game, you don't have access to them, which, in my opinion, sucks. I really don't like that. It's like, why would you do that to your customer base, especially those that like it? The other issue that I'm having is the demand for this is outrageous, but then I don't have lack of labor, right? So with lack of labor, I should come into here. That labor availability should kill this, is what that should do. Like, that should not be a thing. And unoccupied buildings, the only reason there's unoccupied building is because they're not making the buildings fast enough, right? Everything else is good. If this was building faster, right, we wouldn't have these issues because I would have homes up the wazoo. But the demand is always kind of constant, but I don't see the demand being built, and that's very annoying. Some things that they did nice. I do like the new upgrade system, right? And that's good, right? And I like buying tiles, and expanding out our city to heights unseen. Did we ever fill this in with offices? Kind of did. The other thing is offices in general is like, really? We're having issues with offices where they don't populate. I'm like, but why? I could try, how about transportation, water? We can try to get a normal harbor. We could try it. Let's just grab a medium road. Alright, you should have all your amenities. Perfect. And then we can go ahead and get... I'm glad that worked. Let's go ahead and get your upgrades on. And I don't have a transit terminal, that's fine. We'll do something like that so they're independent, and we'll go ahead and set a passenger line up here. And this one can go all the way over here. Like that. So now I'm going to start getting passengers in for tourism. There's some shopping over here. Should bring those people in. Now this, really? We don't have enough employees for my parking station. The other thing that we actually needed, if we're going to go ahead and continue to try to build here, is I actually need another rail subway yard. Because I was lacking. Go ahead and get some up. Is that the, hold on. That's maintenance. We'll get that online. Okay. Come over here, get some transportation. Oh, that's that. There's a line. Or there's a line. Let's see if I can't. There we go. That connected, so that's now hooked up to the system, which allows me to have more vehicles on the line, and then I actually want to hook this up. Oh, that's weird. So let's actually go back over to transportation. Hold on, what is here that's overlapping? Oh, we're just gonna move you. That's my problem. There we go. Alright, so that is now officially hooked up. We could even add the maintenance yard, but you can see vehicles are starting to get in use, efficiency's up, which should cover everything. This still trying to be filled in. But spending this, and why aren't you being recycled? Literally, we are across from a giant recycling center. Like, this thing is massive. It doesn't have enough employees, but it is massive. It can store tons of garbage. It has tons of, like, just send a vehicle over here. That's super annoying. All right. Do we still have issues over here? We kind of have. Well, they're dying out, but back to my overall reviews. My PC can't really handle this game very much. I've actually had to downgrade. I'm sorry if this video looks so bad. Had to downgrade a little bit. Oh, we can watch the rocket launch. That's actually cool. We go into photo mode. Launching to the stars. Photo mode's kind of cool. It goes into your computer though. Puts files in a random location, like deep in the data. Very annoying if you're trying to take pictures of things. I had to make a shortcut on my desktop. But the other thing that I'm not liking so much is just the public transportation is nice, but it seems very, very difficult to get people to take it. And then we're having constant traffic problems, which is always fun. Can I upgrade this road? Nope. This one, replace. Something like that. Hopefully that allows them to start moving. There we go. So then we got a 3 and a 2. Alright. Maybe that helps unclog the monstrosity that is that. Ugh. But yeah, no. I also miss the original game had not only you could build a zoo, you could have an entire fishing industry, which I would have loved here, right? I would have totally fished for tuna, for salmon, for anything that it had available. I miss the industry. I miss having the zoo and building those entertainment centers, or even the theme park. The farming in the original one, as well, was, I believe you had more control, right? So like here, I set up these little farms. And they're like, okay, I'm going to go do my thing. The other one, you had to build, like, okay, here's all the facilities. Here's where I've marked out this whole industry to build. You'd have essentially, I could mark out this entire area as a singular farm and just build all the supporting infrastructure into that farm. Rather than trying to do this hodgepodge of, well, here's rock, here's rock, here's rock, you know, here's rock. To not do this. And that seemed more realistic to me because in reality, businesses do not do this. You just don't go, oh, I'm only going to be isolated to this circle. You go, I'm going to buy the land that is required to support my business and then go from there. The other thing that I don't like is just the demand. Oh my gosh, we are launching rockets like there's no one's business. The overall demand for buildings. Previously, like you just had residential demand. So if I built high density residential, right? That would satisfy the demand. I didn't have to wait for, do I even have any? There's some. I was like, I have some in here, right? I didn't have to wait for this little tick to move up. I could go ahead and build. And it was a lot more instantaneous, right? Where this was just an overall demand. I also didn't have this crazy commercial problem. But that was nice because then I could really build a city that I wanted where I could have this as a high density hub and it connected into these lower residential areas out into the outskirts of my city. And I was really hoping when this game came out that that would be the case, but I was sorely mistaken. But yeah, I'll show you guys the cheese since we can do some cheese. Actually, since the recycling center, how much are you? Are you? Hmm. We might be able to find the cheapest. So that's like 1.5 mil. Not great. This is 1.2. Fire station is, yeah, still not great. I think actually the recycling center might be the best option. But see, this is what you do. You find a nice little area that you really haven't built in. Yeah, we'll use this area. We could expand over here too, and you just do this. And you can see it's building the building. I'm getting all the XP, and then I'll eventually get, ta-da, progression panel. And then you just come back and you do this. And you can see there, I'm getting refunds. And my money's going back up. Now, it's not 100% refund, I don't believe. But you can just do this, right? And now it's like, oh, I need that much. But now I can go unlock more things. So if you need to get that boost, right? Now, that's the other thing. I'm glad they fixed the economy because we had issues with our economy to start with. It was, let's say, atrocious. I guess that's a nice word to use. We're gonna go get this. It did not want us to do anything. Oh man, like my whole economy's broken in Munchkinville, the original city, because demand's all broken. And when I was building that city, it was constant economic issues. I was in a deficit, I think, until I got to level 10. And it was just because it's like I have everything that everyone needs, everything's unlocked. It's like, we're good, right? Like, everything is on the up and up. And it was like, no, no, thank you. And I was like, why? Go ahead and buy that. And we'll go ahead and build these things. So this, nice new medical building. Guess we'll throw over here. That'll make you guys happy. Just a research institute. More entertainment, less disease risk. Guys have all seen this before. And then this is a large shelter. Go ahead and put you there. Put one over here. Again, we're getting the XP. Put one there. I don't know if this actually does anything because, I mean, we've had disasters, right? I've had a tornado, but I haven't seen an issue with like, oh no, we don't have emergency shelters nearby. I just have the coverage, which is weird. That's the other thing. Let's talk about disasters. I'm not happy about the disasters in this game. All there is a stupid tornado. You go away because you can't find pedestrian access for some reason. Right? All we get is a dumb tornado. Original game, you could cause meteor strikes, right? So I could cause an actual meteor strike or a sinkhole. Oh, the sinkholes, they ruined my day. And then you had an entire like wall system you could build. Oh, what are they called? I can't remember what they're called. To protect against tsunamis. So like this map in general, great map to just have tsunamis come in and me having to build barrier defenses to try to alleviate that, to protect my city, right? And then you had the disaster response group that you would need to build in order to rebuild that city. There's tons of parking already there. Sure, I'll just go ahead and pop it there. How much was that? I don't even know. That's only 300. It was probably a decent chunk. But yeah, no, I loved, and then, oh, it took me forever. It was the last achievement that I needed in the original game. Go ahead and just keep doing this. And it was to get the elusive Chirpnado. And the Chirpnado was amazing. It was this unrealistic thing, this disaster. Nice, we leveled up again. That went around. And oh, there's no quick select. It went around, and you're like, oh no, this tornado that has chirp in it. He just upgraded your buildings. So if you had a level 2 building and that Chirpnado came over, it's now a higher level building. It could go to level 3, it could go even higher if needed. Let's see if I get back up to around 115, which is where we have. We're gonna test this. So keep going, keep going. Alright, so it seems I've lost a little bit of money. Yep, we lost a little bit of money. Also, you have to consider as well, this gives us money. So we just got 6 mil. So you are going to lose money doing this method. But that's not the end of the world, right? I mean, come on. We could get... what do we want? I'll get Central Bank. Get this. Reduces overall crime in my city. That's another thing I had an issue with, is crime. Oh man, crime was bad. I had such rampant crime, it was insane. In my previous city. Like, I didn't even know what to do with that much crime. Alright, Central Bureau of... Central... CIB. CIB. Go ahead and stick you over here, I guess. 4,000. We got some welfare. I got a central bank I can put. Let's plop you over here. I'm sure we'll do some welfare since welfare is needed, I guess. That's the other thing. I don't see the benefit of the welfare system. I don't see it working throughout my city very much. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just... I would have liked the system to be more transparent for the needs of said system. Didn't I have a welfare over here? Oh, there's going to be one now. We're building it because, one, we get 300 experience, and then we'll go back to building 800 million recycling centers. So it feels... I know this game, I believe I've heard it was pressured, right? So it's not primarily the result of the developers, and I wouldn't blame them because they produce such a good game. I would say it's the demand for their schedule to just be like, work harder, work faster, like, why aren't you done? Push this game out. Because then what ends up happening is you do that, right? And sure, you get your product out. But then you have a product like this that has tons of bugs in it. And that seems to be the norm these type of days. And it's not great. Because the user, us, right? We don't get the opportunity to really enjoy the game as much as we would hope. Or I don't think so anyways. Oh. I play too many games. I was just The reason what I was doing there is I was using the X and C buttons, which rotate buildings. Not in this game, but in Jurassic World Evolution 2. So that's what I was trying to do. Ta-da! We've now reached level 20, and so now I go ahead and delete all these things again. So yeah, if you get that money glitch, you can go ahead and get level 20 and then unlock everything you ever wanted in a world that allows for achievements. Speaking of achievements, they're pretty standard fare. You have one that took forever, like the Stalker. They just basically let the game run. And then you have other things like just build your industry, get to level 20, get more tiles, all these things. Standard fare. Oh man, oh, something else that I miss. Ooh, the original game. It was a DLC content. This was also why I was hoping all the DLC content of the original game would have come into the new game. One would have hoped. But, and we'll get the Grand Bridge. There we go. So now we have unlocked everything. Ta-da! Go ahead and build this guy. Throw you, say, not there because apparently you have issues being there. But there you go. Build the Industrial Waste Processing Center. Just throw that over here, I guess. Yeah, that works. Yeah. This is an industry area. I'm like, I don't want to put that. That's a lot of pollution. And then, you know what we can do? We can come over here, put prisons. Now, prisons are nice because they actually reduce crime in the area. They are quite large, though. Here, we'll throw a few over here. Here's a prison. Don't do bad things. You go to prison. Here, we'll throw a prison there. You can upgrade your prisons. We never really use prisons. What was this? Increased number of prisoners. We don't have a lot of crime. So that's not... And we can't really build the bridge. So that's okay on that. But yeah, that's level 20. We've reached max level. And then you can come here and you can be like, I want to buy... That's the other thing. You can't actually get all the map tiles. Like how I did that. See, there's more than what I can afford. Or rather I can build. Now there are mods to this game, finally. They don't work that great. They disable achievements unless there is a mod that allows you to still get achievements, which is very handy. Boop. Oh, really? Over here too? But you can have mods that auto destroy your abandoned buildings, which would be really, really nice in a city like this. Especially, I've had issues where it just becomes rampant, and like, there's no explanation for it. I don't know why it's occurring. If you check the abandoned buildings out, right? If you check these buildings out, I actually need a residential building. Maybe a residential building somewhere. Do I not have any residential buildings over here? I might not. Oh, there's one. Alright, if you check these guys out, right? This might go abandoned. Small homes. That's the other thing. I don't know what that is, right? You have reliable healthcare, mail, abundance of entertainment, internet services. I have everything that I could possibly give you, and yet you're like, small homes. So, man. This game went more realistic, but it went too realistic in my opinion. And not enough is explained to the player. But man, I really wish I had the wonders. There was the wonder that you could actually have education go up the wazoo. The whole university system. Oh my gosh, the university system in the first game that they added, that was amazing. You basically built a campus. You built a campus. You built the dormitories, the library. You designed it how you wanted. You had like a huge area. And there was 3 different types of academia. You could go science, arts, and I can't remember the last one. might have been a general. But you could donate money to get research done to try to get more scholars, which was cool, right? Like, who does that? Oh, we kind of need, do I need stuff over here? Yeah, I kind of do. Here, we'll put some small stuff for you guys. Seems that they're covered, but I'll just go ahead and put a local branch. And what is going on here? Did they just all want to come? Seemingly. Oh, they want to go that way. That's going to need an upgrade. Something like that. That should help alleviate some of it. Why are you... Oh, you're the road crew. Yeah, road crews. I did like some of the additions, though, that they added. Like the road crews. Or were they in the original? I can't remember. The weather in this one's a lot better. But just the usability in your end game, right? Because like once you've built the city like this, and we're level 20, I know we effectively cheated. It's not the end of the world. It's like, what do you do? And I felt like with the original one, it's like I could keep going because once you get oh, more rockets, and that distracts me. You could design your rockets in terms of you could pick your colors and everything, and your sports team colors. First game. But yeah, the end game, you could build out and go, now I have money. Now I'm not worrying about trying to do anything. And they didn't really have this leveling system. But it's like, I've built a metropolis. I have gotten to the highest level that I can get to. You still had the capability with the wonders turned on because they had so much impact on your city, bringing in tourism or making your education super high. You could then go, now I can focus on getting that zoo up and making all the animals happy and getting all the animals. Oh, I really like the zoo. The zoo is fun. And then you had, you could actually, if you built it by the water, you could have like an aquarium portion of it. I remember. It was good. And even people in my comments have said the first one was better, which I tend to agree. But we'll have to see what they do with this game, right? So this is going to be the last episode for a while. Because one, my PC is now struggling because I don't know what they did. But I was trying to run this on my default settings that I always run this on, and the game instantly crashed. And I was like, well, that's glorious. Well, why don't you just do that more often? And I was like, But I do need to get a new PC. But I also kind of want to see where this goes, right? Man, that rocket goes a lot. So we might do a follow-up series, maybe months down the line. But for now, this is going to be the end of Cities Skylines 2. I have enjoyed it in terms of getting back into the city builder. Who doesn't like a good city builder? And this is a good city builder. I know I've complained a lot about this game throughout this video, but it is a good city builder. All right, it's not broken in terms of it doesn't work as a city builder. There's a lot of things you need to maintain. I do like the different economy things that you have going on. That's the other thing. We can take a loan. Did you give me my achievement? No. That one achievement's broken. So borrow more. Repay. Yes, we can outcompete everything. Boom. So yeah, no, there's a taxes are also pretty decent, and production needs work. But But that, again, like if you had the other type of production stuff, you could actually produce more. Now, resources ran out. Like, you could run out of oil. But, there. I've already harped on that one. But from this point of view, this is a good city builder in what you have to maintain. And we have all of these things that are going, so like my money's going, you can see the dips from me effectively cheating. You have the crime that is around 1% for me. But there you go. It was up over 20 like when we started. Education. We have skyrocketed our high levels of education. We've already gotten the achievement for getting, I believe it's 15% of your population to do that. They have postal service, which is great. Public transportation, which is good. We're starting to bring in like ship cargo, and ship passengers are starting to come in. The subway system is amazing. Where is my subway system? Subway passengers. Hold on. Public transportation. Oh, we're actually getting some airplane cargo. Oh, the ship cargo's going nuts. I don't have train cargo. That's truck cargo. Oh my gosh. Airplane passengers getting a lot. Bus passengers also a lot. Starting to get some ship passengers. There it is. That's what I was like, where's my stuff? Anyways, we have that. We have lots of transportation options like the original had. The original had a bunch of transportation options. This adds a bit more because the buildings that you're dealing with are larger and you need more infrastructure to support things. Like, we had to build this giant subway yard to support all this, right? I don't recall if the original had something as massive. Would you stop launching? I'm being distracted by shiny things. I really like rockets and science stuff. It's fun. It's actually part of my day job. But yeah, the game's solid in terms of like if you want a city builder and you never played the first one, it's good, right? It beats SimCity still. And SimCity was the kind of the premier city building game prior to City Skylines coming out. City Skylines 1 came out and it was like this amazing success because it did something so different and so much better than the original kind of SimCity game. You had so many more options and the simulation was just better overall. And so a lot of people enjoyed that, and this is hideous. What are we doing here? Nose. So if you haven't played a city builder before, yes, this could be good if you want, say, the updated graphics and everything else in the world. But if you're trying to play a game that has an amazing experience, I would pick up the first one. And they released, oh, what was it? It was like a definitive edition that had all the DLCs on it. And that's something that I think a lot of people would enjoy more than trying to play this one. And really, this is the other thing. Traffic, I know they quote unquote made it better, but I have these vehicles wanting to get all the way over right at the end. And it is highly annoying. We can try to do an upgrade here. Something like that. And then we'll just do a triple down to a double. Something like that. Not a lot of people coming from the other way. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a triple here. Like so. It allows more people to go in there. Hopefully that alleviates some stuff. And then these guys, not doing so great. Can I get a triple here? Yes. Get that to be a double. And let's see if we can get this to be a double. Something like that. That's better. Just trying to fix this traffic problem. I get distracted. I'm sorry. It's one of my cruxes. And see, now we're getting more issues here. But this, through the entire playthrough, we've not really filled in. Which is annoying, because I would have liked it to fill in a bit faster, right? I'm on triple speed. We're trying to go fast. Trying to get more stuff online. And I have money, and even when I was doing the original levels, I had money, right? Money was never an issue for me. I was upgrading fast enough that we always had money and we could always expand. But then you got into this thing where it's like, yeah, I can keep expanding, but then I'm just waiting. And a simulation, yes, that happens. You do have to wait. Don't get me wrong. Waiting is a thing. But because I don't have like big distractions like designing an entire farming community while everything else is running in the side, or an entire campus, the flexibility I had in the first one, it distracted me so much that it wasn't as much of an issue for me. Like I didn't have to worry about it as much, which was nice. But that's gonna kind of do it for this game. I did enjoy it. It was a fun little series, and we will pick it up maybe eventually. It depends on where this game goes, and if there's more achievements, or rather, they fix achievements, I'm probably gonna go do that as well, because I mean, why wouldn't I? Oh man, that's a 4 down to a 2. That's not smart. That's like stupid. There we go. We'll do that. But now this is clogging up. It's always something, right? They're wanting to merge with them. You guys should just go straight. Get the merge over here. Like, if you stayed in this lane, right? You can come into here, right? And then you could either get off over here or continue down here. So your options are the same, right? There's no reason for this lane to need to get over into this lane. Traffic, man. It's clearing. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this series. I know I really did. It was a lot of fun. We have a rocket launch to close it off. Go ahead and pause there. I actually really like that night sky too. That's a nice closure. You get the Aurora Borealis and you close it out. Why not? But yeah, that'll do it for City Skylines for today. And probably a while. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you didn't feel it was a huge rant. But it's on Game Pass. If you'd like to try it out, go try it out if you got Game Pass on PC. And it should be coming to consoles eventually. And it'll probably be on Game Pass on consoles. And maybe they'll fix a bunch of stuff by then. I'm hoping. But that'll do it for today. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day yourselves, and I will catch you next time. Dr. Munchkin signing out.